Alright guys, just out here at the pool on August the 23rd, and just wanted to talk about last night's feature presentation, Person or Persons Unknown, 1962. I think this is the second time I've seen this episode, Twilight Zone episode, and it might be the last one I watch in a while. The first time I saw this, I thought it was like pretty solid premise, but I didn't like it that much. But last night, I thought it was really good. I really like Richard Long as the lead actor in this, and he wasn't in a whole lot, but he's got kind of a leading man face for the time. He was in House on Haunted Hill, 1957, a absolute classic horror fest film. 1959, did I say 59? Vincent Price film, incredible film, very influential in the horror, haunted stuff genre, but he was one of the main actors in that movie. I didn't realize that. He was also in a TV show called The Big Valley, 1965 through 1969, some like Western film, some Western TV show. Not really surprised he was in a Western TV show, because he kind of has that look where you can just slap a cowboy hat on him and it works. Frank Silvera was the I guess the guy who had the most action and most camera time as a supporting actor in this. Frank Silvera is his name. He was in not much, but he was in a film. Well, not much that people know, but he was in a film noir, 1955, called Killer's Kiss. I wonder if Bolts knows that. He's a film noir fan, crime type of stuff. But Killer's Kiss, 1955, sounds pretty good. He was born in the West Indies, and he was portrayed in TV and films as Latino, as black, as Polynesian, as indiscriminate, because he had kind of a light skin, and the black and white stuff at the time made it so they could do that. And in this one, he's got, like, you can see that because he's got like a mustache, and he looks kind of Hispanic a little bit, but so he could play various characters because of his look. And I thought he was really good as the like medical doctor, like the nut house guy, because Richard Long wakes up and his wife doesn't know who he is. He goes to work, nobody knows who he is. So like they're saying he's imagining he's somebody else, that he's saying he's clearly like, I know who I am, but everyone's saying no, you're not. Like you've made it up in your head, and this doctor is trying to help him. And the guy is I think that guy is really good. It's Frank Silvera. He has kind of the perfect expressions of see, you are stupid, you are a nutcase, And then, so the women in this, the wives were played by Shirley Ballard, who plays Wilma, the first one, the one that he wakes up to, and she doesn't know who he is. And he says, "You're my wife." She's not in it much, except for that one scene, Shirley Ballard, and she wasn't in much else. And then when he wakes up at the end, you think it's all a dream, and the twist ending is kind of predictable, but it's like they kind of had to do it. It's one of the most predictable endings in Twilight Zone history, but the woman he wakes up to is different, and the roles are reversed. He's like, I don't know who you are, but she's a blonde woman played by Julie Van Zandt, no relation to Miami Stevie. And then she has kind of a good look, because she's kind of attractive, but she's kind of eerie looking in the face. I like the little small roles, the little role-playing actors in this, like especially the ones at the bank are really good. The guy Edmund Glover, who plays George, is really good. And then the clerk in like the little photo shop, or I don't know what that place is. is played by Betty Hartford. She's not in much else either, but he goes into this like photo place. He's like, you know, I can prove that this woman's my wife. I can prove who I am because I have this one little photo that they saved in this place of when I went somewhere with my wife, and only I know about this photo. And then she looks it up and she gives it to him, and he sees the picture of him and his wife, and he's like, yes, see, I'm gonna prove it. The doctor comes in, played by Frank Silvera, and the doctor, you know, he's like, because he escaped the mental place, and he's like, now I'm gonna prove it to you. And they're like, see, shows them the picture, and they look at the picture, and it's just Richard Long in the picture. And he's like, what? But she was in it, you know. It's like, you saw it to the clerk, and the clerk says, no, you never showed it to me. So at that point you're thinking, dang, it really is all in his head. And then he wakes up. But I like those little supporting actors. Robert McCord, who is in like tons of these Twilight Zone episodes, but rarely even has a line. He's kind of a background guy, maybe just a friend of Serling. But he's good in this as the man eating an apple, and then Richard Long steals his truck, and he kind of runs after him, beats on it, you know. So he's pretty good in this. But the guy I liked the most was the bartender, whose name is Sam Baker, and the character's name is Sam Baker, and he's played by Harry Swoger. It's funny because Coach Nelly was saying he's a bartender just last night on Wire Club, and this guy kind of resembles Coach Nelly a little bit, I guess. But he's played by Harry Swoger. This guy, I just really like this guy. Like his kind of serious face. He's real big. He's husky. He's got the way he is cleaning the shot glasses, and he's like eating little peanuts and stuff. It just like really makes the most of the role. And then Harry Swoger wasn't in much else, but he also played a bartender in some detective show I've never heard of called Mannix, from the late 60s and 70s. I mean, it lasted from like 67 to 75. So someone's heard of it. Maybe someone out there has heard of it. This weird like detective show. I forget the main actor's name, but he resembles George Clooney a little bit. So I like that, and I like this episode. I'll watch it again. It's a real good psychological episode, and it's one where you're really like rooting for the main character, like for him to prove that he's who he says he is, and you're putting yourself in his position. You're saying, dang, you know, like yeah, what would I do? I would find little details too, and like it prove it to people. He thinks it's all just a big hoax, like a big game people are playing with him, but you can really see yourself in that position. Like, here's how, like, I would handle it the same way. And so it's really, and then the twist ending's pretty good. But this is a good episode. Person or Persons Unknown. I guess this qualifies as a review. It's almost 9 minutes long. So, all right, I'll put this in as a review, and hope you guys will check it out if you have a chance to. Maybe on Tubi TV, Pluto TV, most likely. Not Tubi TV. Pluto TV. It might be on there. I think it's like season 4, because it's 1962, but check it out if you have time. So, all right, guys. Tonight's feature presentation, Boggy Creek 2 and The Legend Continues, 1995. Must watch for August. Can't wait. Andy picked it after winning Wordy. It's going to be a good one. Thanks for watching my review of Person or Persons Unknown. Peace out.